offered a very harsh critique at different points in time of the season of Tom Brady. But, Skip, can we be all the way 100 here? Let's keep it buck with each other. Tom Brady wants to win this damn Super Bowl because he wants to show Bill Belichick, I won it without you.
Agreed.
That's it. Now, he can give me all this thing about loyalty and B.A. is a great guy, and everybody that's ever been around B.A. says that he's a great guy. So I have no reason to believe that he's not a great guy. But Tom Brady is being disingenuous.
Okay.
The main reason Tom Brady wants to win this Super Bowl...
Well, I don't think he's lying about his feelings for Bruce, but go ahead.
No, I'm saying the main reason... Not only
not for Bruce, but because of Bill.
Right.
Actually, for Bill, in a way,
It'll be 7.
Right.
But it'll be the first one without Coach Belichick. I told y'all I could win without. I told y'all I wasn't a systems guy. I told y'all I was more responsible.
He didn't actually tell, but he was saying that with his actions. Yes.
Remember he said, I couldn't do Bill's job. Bill couldn't do my job. What's he saying, Skip? Y'all keep talking about Coach Belichick, but he can't do what I do. And so that's all I'm saying, Skip. I believe that he sincerely does want to win a title. Not only for B.A., because I believe he does after the rough spots, and I believe he and B.A. had an opportunity to sit down and talk.
I do, too.
He loves Byron Leftwich. Hopefully Byron Leftwich now. If they win the Super Bowl and he can't get a job in the coming, it's going to be a problem because he's calling the plays.
He's calling the plays.
And plus, I like B.A. Skip, if they weren't playing Kansas City, even with Tom Brady, I'd root for the Bucs because B.A. got something that nobody else have. 4 of his coordinators, black.
It's true.
Special teams coach, defense coach, offensive coordinator, and they got 2 women. So he ain't just talking about diversity.
No,
he put action to his words.
Very good point.
But Skip, for me to make a long story short, because I know you got a lot to say about this. If Tom would just say, hey, I love playing for B.A. He's a great guy. He's going to give it to you honest. Because everybody says that if you play for the guy, he's going to tell you honestly. He's going to say if you're playing good, he's going to tell you playing good. If you play it bad, he's going to tell you playing bad. As a matter of fact, you know who he reminds me of, Skip? He reminds me a lot of Brian Billick. Brian Billick had a lot to really say. B.A. was talk. And Brian had a lot to say. We had a really good team. There's a lot to talk about. But Tom wants to win this Super Bowl, not only because it'll give him 7, but I get an opportunity to do it without you. Skip, it's like any relationship. When you get a new relationship, I see people, they was in an old relationship and they posted, ooh, about the love of my life. They on vacation, they in snowman, they all over. Everything is great. If everything is great, you don't have to tell me. I'm going to see it. Jenny, Jenny laughing because she know what I'm talking about. They posted everything, and then 3 weeks later, then about a month later, I go back to the page, I don't see nothing about the boyfriend. I don't see nothing about it. I said, well, where you go? It was so great. That's what Tom Brady do. Tom, just go win the Super Bowl, and you ain't everything else to speak for itself.
I think you pay Jenny to be your laugh track on this show. Is that true?
Jenny,
Is that possible?
Jenny,
I mean, it's like you're an ass.
Jenny.
Well, the relationship advice, I'm sorry, Shannon, it's funny.
It'd be spot on, though, to Jenny.
I mean, I hear
Skip, you been doing.
Do you have a button you push so she'll laugh? I don't know.
Back to the desk
I got the staple, that's...
I've been laughing with you guys. Now I'm in the corner laughing. But yeah, Skip, say something funny. I'll get you next time.
Yeah, she's never laughed. She's gritted her teeth a lot at things I said, but not laugh.
Me too.
We'll see.
Okay. Back to my man, Tom Brady. Every statement he made yesterday should have been followed by a comma, Coach Belichick, because they were all aimed at Coach Belichick. I agree with you. Every statement. It was, Lord have mercy, Tom. You are laying it on thicker than ever.
Yes.
I've never heard such gushing about anybody from a Tom Brady who's usually a little milquetoasty, kind of soft-spoken, and everything's, well, I don't know. Nothing's ever that absolute where he's going to rave about somebody.
He was there with Coach Belichick for 20 years. Will you ever heard him say something like that about Coach Belichick?
Well, that's the point.
He there 8 months.
Okay, I'm going to reiterate these quotes one more time from Tom Brady yesterday about Bruce Arians. He's a great man, Coach Belichick, a great leader, a great person, a great friend. He's very loyal. He's just got a great way about communicating effectively with everybody around him. Everybody has great affection for him, for the person he is. There's nobody who would ever say anything bad about B.A. He's just so endearing to everybody. Coach Belichick, right? He
Yes.
just aimed the whole soliloquy at Coach Belichick. This is everything Bill was never to Tom. Everything.
In his eyes, BA is everything Coach Belichick isn't.
Everything.
That's everything that he wanted Coach Belichick to possibly. I understand we in the beginning, but he said even as I grew and became the player that you see today, Coach Belichick didn't grow with me.
It was cold shoulder. It was stiff arm from a distance. I told you, friends of Brady's have told me that it always got him, that Coach Belichick never even asked him one time to play off-season golf.
Right.
Not one time.
Right.
Even when they were in the same area, New England or Rhode Island or wherever they were,
right.
they could have just maybe had one little golf game or maybe a quick dinner. No, because what have you always said about Coach Belichick? He's going to be the general. He's going to be above it all. He's going to have no relationships with nobody that he has to oversee.
Now, when you come back here, when it's all said and done, you're not playing, and I'm not your boss. Oh, you want to sit down and talk? Hey, come to the office? I don't know if Tom Brady going to be going to his office.
He's not going to be going to his office. So obviously, Tom's having the time of his life playing for a man who is the human that Bill was never to Tom.
Right.
He's a friend to Tom.
Yes.
But now we get to the flashpoint. The conflict here was all the way through the New Orleans game, which was their 9th game of the year. Bruce Arians criticized Tom Brady publicly the way Bill never did.
Never.
It was private.
Yes.
It was film session.
Yes.
It was practice field, but it was never ever
before
publicly.
the media.
Except when he said he got the 12 stitches in his hand, and he said it wasn't exactly open heart surgery.
Yeah, it was. Give me that what he said it was.
He's got 12 stitches in the palm of his throwing hand in the AFC Championship.
I don't know about footballs either. Ask Tom about
That's another one. Okay, I'll give you that one. But it got so bad that Rob Ninkovich, for whom I have great respect, a close friend of Tom's, and obviously a great ex-Patriot, called for Bruce Arians' job. I was close because it was driving me out of my mind that this man had the audacity. He wouldn't just criticize him. He would put him through the ringer. Yeah. Like, I'm going to remind you of a couple of quotes. After the New Orleans debacle, which was the worst game Tom Brady ever played, and it was also by far the worst game that team played all year.
Right.
They got blown off their home field on Sunday Night Football.
Right.
And after the game, this is Bruce Arians on Tom. Mike Evans was open a bunch in that ball game. He didn't get targeted. That was all. Mike was open all night.
Right.
What a shot that is at the GOAT. And then also after that game, it was AB's first game.
AB was open too.
He said on a crucial early 3rd down, we should have, his grammar's a little off, but he said, we should have went to AB on that play. He was open, but we decided to go to Gronk. We is he, as in go.
Yeah, you're not the quarterback.
and it was so offensive to me. What has Bruce Arians ever done in his life, his playoff life, to deserve to criticize that guy? Yeah. But apparently, that guy shrugged it off or tried to grin and bear it. And to your point, I firmly believe that in that bye week, which came very late in the year in week 13, after the narrow Kansas City loss at home, they finally had a chance to take a deep breath, redesign the offense in favor of number 12, put some motion in, put a little play action in, and I believe they had a come-to-you-know-who meeting after somewhere in that first week, because after their next game, which was a win over Minnesota, these words came out of Bruce Arians' mouth. I don't know how anybody could ever criticize Tom Brady.
You just been doing it for 9 weeks.
9 weeks. But you know what happened? Tom said, and I don't think Tom loves clashes or conflict or confrontation, but I think he just said, BA. You got to give me one break here.
Yeah,
the
public criticism is not helpful because people are going to be asking you, they're going to be asking me, they're going to be asking the teammates, and that's that's distractions. We need to focus on what we need to focus on, and that's getting better as a team. But Skip, look, Brady didn't win this Super Bowl. What's the headline on every paper? Brady wins 7th Super Bowl. Not Arians wins 1st Super Bowl. So I get it, Tom. That's a great gesture. We want to win this for BA.
Well, I think there's some authentic sort of genuine
there's no question. But Skip, the greatest motivation in this one is Tom Brady winning without Coach Belichick.
Absolutely, period, end of story. He will say nothing publicly about it. He won't say a word. If he wins it, he will not say a peep about it after the game because he knows his actions and that final score will speak volumes.
And everybody knows. That, just like Coach Belichick wants to win one without him to say, see, I told you I could. He wants to win one without Coach Belichick to say, I told you I could. And not only I could, I did. And I did it quick.
Lord have mercy.
Skip, and like I said, you don't really know a person's true feelings in a situation until one of the parties are removed from that situation. And that's generally when you get the truth, they start telling. Now, I was waiting for all this to come out in the tell-all. I didn't expect it to come out on the lead up to the Super Bowl, but I thought there was going to be a tell-all book, and then he going to say, man, me and Coach Belichick, we butted head all the time. I don't know how I gritted it and buried it for 20 years, but, you know, winning, you just say winning cures all things. It's a great deodorant.
Yep.
But
It's like you're an ass.
Jenny.
The relationship advice. I'm sorry, Shannon. It's funny.
It'd be spot on, don't it, Jenny?
I mean, I hear
Skip, you been doing.
Do you have a button you push so she'll laugh? I don't know.
Back to the desk
I got that. The staple. That's